Souter Lighthouse lies on the rocky Durham coast near Marsden, midway between the mouths of the rivers Tyne and Wear. Opened in 1871 to help protect the vast fleets of colliers carrying coal from Newcastle to fuel the expansion of Victorian London, the lighthouse was the first one designed to be lit by electricity from the outset. Felix Brown of New York provided gas engines to power the Frederick Holmes electric generators, one of which is on display at the London Science Museum. The lighthouse, like all others in England, was operated by the Trinity House organisation that was founded in 1514. Their motto, Trinitas in Unitate, literally means 3 into 1, referring to the power of the Holy Trinity being channelled into a single person, namely Saint Clement, the patron saint of mariners. Being somewhat remote from townships, the lighthouse keepers tended gardens at the side of the main house, growing fruit and vegetables in bygone days, but in modern times there's an abundance of flowers instead. The main entrance to the buildings is on the landward side, and the temptation to ascend the tower is irresistible. The main light is a powerful bulb behind a large multi-segment Fresnel lens. Souter was always designated as a red light, achieved by the use of red-coloured glass in earlier times and later by moulded red plastic sheets, as seen here. From looking north-northwest over Marsden Bay, we can veer over to due north to see the piers guarding the River Tyne entrance. Peeping down the full 60 feet can give some visitors a bout of vertigo. To the southeast are rocky coves of the Durham coastline, and due south is Sunderland at the mouth of the River Wear. On the side of the lighthouse, this half-coloured window is a secondary safety light system to help inshore fishing boats heading for Sunderland Harbour. Any vessel sailing up or down the coast with the red portion of the window light in view is in great danger from submerged rocks, but vessels sailing with the clear half in view are safe to approach the harbour. Back at the main light, the whole light system sits in a bath of mercury for stability and low friction when turning. The rig was turned by clockwork, just like a Swiss cuckoo clock using weights, here hanging down on cables inside the furthest green tube. At the end of each week, a handle was attached to this square crank and the weights were manually winched back up again to continue the cycle. Looking back down the tower, one can see that the green tube is quite long. Opening the doors at the bottom of the green tube reveals the many lead weights inside. Souter Lighthouse was never automated, so when the National Trust took over in 1990, there were many original features and artefacts still remaining. Going upstairs, we find the main bedroom, complete with working clothes for the resident staff. And essential water facilities for those Victorian times with no running water or flush toilets. The lighthouse keepers lived in the house with their families too. The children's bedroom features toys and a few old favourite games such as Ludo and Snakes and Ladders. Back downstairs, the old black stove is still there, ready for cooking, water heating and warming the clothes irons. Outside, in the small yard, is the laundry. Being a maritime organisation, this display of seafaring knots is entirely appropriate. The original lamp system is well preserved. And here is revealed the details of the Fresnel lens. Each thin segment acts like part of a giant lens, thus avoiding the weight and expense of a huge solid glass entity. An early lamp blackout system. When the cam at the bottom rotates horizontally, it pushes up the left lever and shrouds the lamp. Then the lamp is revealed again as the cam continues round. This brass device is a siren emitter that spins round inside a housing, releasing compressed air into the atmosphere through its tiny holes. To make it work, air is compressed by the green engine in the foreground, and the compressed air is stored in these tanks for use by the foghorn. Walking outside, we find the foghorn building proudly mounted near the cliff edge. It is located a short distance from the lighthouse to prevent eardrum damage to the operators. The twin Riley trumpets spread the noise over the sea in a wide arc. The National Trust has filled the area around the foghorn with picnic tables and children's playthings such as this wooden train. It is a reminder of the rickety old local passenger train that was nicknamed the Marsden Rattler for obvious reasons. A small cafe supplies folks with snacks and drinks after their visit, and we bid farewell to Souter Lighthouse, remembering its original purpose, to warn boats of danger during the dark nights and the foggy times as well.